weather in January, but not much here in February. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we're running over 7 degrees above average, which puts us in 10th place for the warmest February on record. And it's only going to get warmer. We might be talking about, like, you know, breaking into the pool. You know, shorts, flip-flops, you name it, as it's going to get a little toasty here, especially for late February. Outside right now, as you can see, mainly clear skies, a couple high-level clouds with that moon out there, and a pleasant Saturday evening here in Oklahoma City. Looking at high temperatures here today, our average high temperature of 56. How about a 73 here in Oklahoma City? Some middle 70s off towards the south and southwest. And then up here to the north, the middle 60s and a 77 in Woodward. And this is only the start of the warmth heading our way. Tomorrow, a couple degrees warmer. We'll be in the middle to upper 70s. Near 80 out towards the west, but here across the metro, we'll call for the middle to upper 70s. Monday, 85, smashing our old record of 82 back in 1996. So we're going to beat it on Monday. Tuesday's a little questionable, okay? There might be a little bit of morning cloud cover or some high-level clouds. There's a little bit more moisture in the air. Depends on the direction of the wind. We'll go 82. But I could easily see if the winds pick up and go the right direction, we get that little drier air in place, we could be close to the 84, 85 as well, as that record is an 83 back in 1918. Typical spring setup starting to take fold as here in winter we see a little bit more of a northwest flow. Here in the spring, we have these storm systems come out of the Pacific, and you have that big dip in the jet stream. Area of low pressure starts to drop those pressures across Colorado and as they cross the Rockies. We have this area of high pressure down off to the south. So we get that squeeze play, and not only at the surface but aloft, the jet stream overhead, we get a lot of wind, especially on sunny days. We can mix that air out and see those higher winds down to the surface. And that'll be the key factors for our elevated fire threat as we head towards Monday and Tuesday. Trackers will be out. We'll be watching it closely, as this is one of those events maybe on Tuesday that we could see a little bit more elevated, where the quickness of those fires could spread. Monday, the winds increase. A little bit of humidity. Again, we're not super dry, but we have that dormant grass. That's a lot of fuel because we haven't started to green up. We're starting to, but not yet. A high risk off towards the west, a low risk here across the metro. Tuesday, low risk, moderate risk to a high risk from Highway 81 off towards the west. Didn't put the extreme yet, because those are those times that we're seeing wind gusts over 40 and those relative humidities less than 15%, especially with the drought conditions. The humidity is a little bit higher than what you would put in the extreme category, but nonetheless, we're going to be watching it closely, as February and March, typically big fire months before we transition to storm months. 56 degrees, a southeast wind. It is a pleasant Saturday evening out there. A little bit of a south breeze, 10 to 15, occasional gusts near 20. Temperatures upper 50s to low 60s. That'll be the same thing here across the state. Middle to upper 50s here at 10 o'clock in February. Not that bad. Big bubble of high pressure dominating. We have an area of low pressure off the east coast and another one off the west coast. But you can see pretty tranquil weather pattern right now here across the lower 48 states. So we'll stay dry, and another warm up. Upper 70s tomorrow, 80s on Monday, Tuesday with that fire threat and record high temperatures, and then the bottom drops out. We go from the 80s to the 40s with actual air temperature, and it'll feel like the 20s. So we're talking about nearly a 60-degree temperature change in 24 hours from Tuesday afternoon to Wednesday. So just prepare yourself. But it's in and out. This storm system looks weak, and then we start to warm up as we head towards late next week into the weekend, with more storms possible here across the state. 77 tomorrow, 85, 82, record high temperatures Monday and Tuesday. Chance of those north winds take us down into the 40s with wind chills in the 20s. Chance of a sprinkle south on Thursday, and then back up into the 70s. Could we have two back-to-back beautiful spring weekends? It looks like it, as we say hello to March on Friday.
I just cannot believe it.
It's